What's going on, Leeds, budget here, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Stories. I've gone away for a few minutes, well, an hour actually, had a little bit of food, changed my clothes. I'm getting ready to go to my mate's brother's bar mitzvah, but we are here to not talk about that. We are here to talk about Leeds United 2, Millwall 0. Another clean sheet, another win for Leeds United, and we are on fire. Baby, ain't nobody stopping us. Ain't nobody coming close to stopping us. I've never felt this confident in a long time watching Leeds United. In a very, very long time. I cannot remember feeling just so confident that I can go into a game and I'm like, you know what? We're not going to make a stupid mistake. We're not going to give away a stupid goal. We're not going to waste all our chances. We're not going to let these sides that really shouldn't be harming us at all end up coming and beating us. Because that's what it's been like watching Leeds my entire life. It really has. And I'm not comparing anything to other sides and whatever. I'm not comparing him to who shall not be named. Not in a bad way because he's so great. I just don't want to draw comparisons because that side that got us promoted before were icons. They were legends. They were leaders. The manager himself was one of a kind. Best I've ever seen in my life. But what I will say about this Leeds United side and the football that we're playing currently is it doesn't feel like I'm watching Leeds. I don't feel like we're cursed. I don't feel like there's something bad waiting to happen around the corner. I don't feel like we're prone to make a stupid mistake, kick a ball into our own net, completely waste games that we should be winning. I don't feel that right now. I feel very, very confident going into games. And more importantly than feeling confident, I feel comfortable. I'm sat there, if we have a 1-0 lead or we have a 2-0 lead especially, I'm feeling comfortable. I'm like, you know what, 2-0, we're good. We're comfortable. I'm more confident that we're going to hit them on the break and get a third than I am feeling like they're going to score a goal and come back into the game. Don't get me wrong. I would have loved us to go 3, 4, 5-0 to the good in this game, and we really could have. In the first half, we could have had a few goals to our name. In fact, if the referee didn't hinder Jinder, then we would have definitely, because Cooper should have been sent off a long time ago. And I'm not talking super duper Liam Cooper. I'm talking Millwall's Cooper, who, first of all, got a yellow card straight away for what he did with Gnonto on the early challenge of the game. And then after that, he's already got a yellow. He goes and palms Rutter in the face. Could have easily had something given. And then fouls inside the box. He fouls Joe Rodon inside the box, should I say. Completely knees him in the chest. Listen, I know Rodon was down holding his face, and he was down for a while actually. I thought he was play acting at first, but he was down for so long I was starting to think, hang on a second, am I blind here? Am I on my Ray Charles vibe? Why can't I see what's going on here? Because to me it looked like he hit his chest, not his head, so I don't know what that whole shindig was about. I don't know what was going on there with the Rodon, but he seemed fine. He had a very good game after that. He had a very good, in fact, better than a very good game. He had a phenomenal game, in fact. The whole defense did in general. But that should have been a penalty in my books. I thought the referee really lost control of the game early doors. But as I said, aside from that, Leeds had a couple of great other chances. It was just very congested in and around that Millwall box. Firpo got the ball down the left-hand side quite a few times. He was linking up with Somerville very, very nicely. Tried to play it into Rutter. Rutter's finishing, as always, let him down. But listen, the man got 2 assists. Don't care about his finishing if he's getting assists. Well, he can still do, but you know what I mean? He's getting the assists. He's still contributing. And this is a game where he was actually really wasteful. According to the stats, he had 58 touches. And he lost possession 30 times, which is astounding. But having said that, even when he is having a slightly more poor game where he's losing possession quite a lot, you give him one opportunity down the other end and he will do something magical. All he needs is a little sniff. He needs a little half chance, and again he goes down the other end, slots it back to DJ, and that's game, set, and match. As I said, once we went 2-0 up, I was confident, I was calm, I was collected. But, as I said, I would have liked more goals. I would have liked goal difference to be helped, especially after what Ipswich did yesterday, going 6-0 to the good. I would have liked to pat that goal difference back up a little bit. But we scored enough to get us above Leicester, and that's the key. Because now, for the first time this season, I can hear you all saying it. I can hear it from the rooftops. Leeds United are top of the league. How good does that sound, lads? Leeds United are top of the league. You can take That's 17 points and shove it so far up where the sun don't shine that it's coming out of your neck the next morning. Should I say your esophagus, your throat the next morning. That's how far you can shove those 17 points up, because those 17-point gap has gone down to 0. Leeds are at top, and that is crazy. Leicester seemed uncatchable. Everyone was saying, listen, you're not going to be able to get anywhere near Leicester. I think it's going to be a fight for second. You're going to have to hope Ipswich fall off. And you're going to have to hope that you can work some magic there. But out of nowhere, Leeds just kept winning, kept chugging along, kept winning. And Leicester slowly, points drop. I can't even tell you where all those drop points came from, because Leeds were dropping points at the same time. I can tell you where 6 of them came from. I can tell you Middlesbrough took some points off them. But listen, of course they still have the game in hand, but they just lost to Chelsea. I think that's going to knock their confidence. They got a red card in that game as well. They went the distance. They got their hopes up going 2-2. They got very excited. That's going to crash their adrenaline quite a lot. And now, for the first time this season, they're looking above them and seeing Leeds United. And they're looking right below them and they're seeing Ipswich 2 points behind them. It's very, very tight there. Very, very tight. And it's not a position where Leicester can be comfortable at all. And I actually believe that because they lost to Chelsea, that's going to set them on a bad momentum now. Because they've lost, therefore their confidence is going to be down. They're also looking at Leeds for the first time above them. They're looking at Ipswich now very close. Southampton are coming up to play them in a couple of weeks. They're not too far behind. The pressure could start to mount on Ipswich now. So you just have to hope that it gets to them to the point where they lose. And then the league can be fully in Leeds' hands if Leicester lose that. But I believe Leeds are going to have to keep winning. This is a freak season where Leeds are just going to have to keep winning and keep winning and keep winning and keep winning and keep winning. We can't afford to even draw. We can't afford to drop any points. We have to keep this gravy train rolling, baby. I'll keep the gravy train rolling, but I think we can do it. I think we played very well today. I have no complaints with anything we did. Even though it wasn't the best performance, we got the job done. And at this point in the season, that's all you got to do. All you got to do is keep winning, keep keeping clean sheets. If you do that, you're promoted. 8 more games. 8 more games. That's all it is. And if we win them all, we're back in the big time. And this time, I think we can make a real run for it. With the infrastructure of the club, with the way everything's looking now, I think we could make a real run for it. But we have to get there first, and I believe we can. I believe we can, and I really hope we will. Because we have the quality to do it, and we should be able to get through the line, get over the line. And with Southampton playing Ipswich and Leicester soon, that's going to be huge. Hopefully they can nick some points off them. Hopefully Southampton, drop some points themselves throughout the season, and things can start to become a little bit more comfortable for Leeds. Hopefully in a few weeks' time, we're looking with at least a 4 or 5 point gap. A little breathing room, a little cushion, hopefully, to outside the automatic zone. Hopefully. You never know, but that would be an ideal scenario. But I think we can. Let me know what you guys thought about the performance anyway. Who's your man of the match? What do you think of the game? It was a bit stop and start for me. It was a good game. We got the job done, but it wasn't the most exciting game to watch. Didn't have you on the edge of your seat the entire time. It was a bit stop-start in its nature. But it was a good game. And we won the game. So let me know what you guys thought anyway down in the comment section down below. For now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.